Hey Leo, I hope you're all doing great. I'm doing I'm doing a monthly horoscope for the month of May 2021. It's going to include transits that, could and will be affecting you. Sun, moon, rising. Let's see. All right, on the 3rd or the 4th of the month, we have Mercury moving into Gemini, which is your 11th house. On the 8th or the 9th, I say the 8th or the 9th because it really depends on what part of the world you live in, especially for all of these transits. So on the 8th or the 9th of the month, you also have Venus moving into Gemini as well. That's your 11th house. We have on the 20th, 21st of the month, we have the Sun moving into Gemini, also in your 11th house. And we have the North Node in Gemini in your 11th house. So there's a lot of emphasis on your 11th house. That's a lot about like your social circles, like friends, maybe like teachers. There could be somewhat like you could be signing up for a new class, and higher learning also is highlighted in the 11th house. But this has to do with your social circles, people you spend the most time with and who you're in contact with. It's a great time for becoming part of a team or collaborating with others. How they affect you is going to, you're going to feel it and you're going to want to reflect on it heavily. So, let's see. Okay, on the 20th, 29th of May, we also have Mercury retrograde happening. That's going to be happening till the 23rd of June, 23rd, 24th of June. So you're going to be let's see. You're going to be rewinding things and just going over. Basically, I think you're going to be reflecting on the types of friends you've had and the kind of people that you've had in your life, and seeing if they really match up with your energy and your life path anymore. Because some people might be getting phased out at this point. That could be something that happens during that retrograde, especially with all of them in your 11th house. Okay, on the 10th or the 11th of the month, we have the new moon in Taurus. Okay, so this is joining Uranus, and this will be in your 10th house. This is your your social standing. This is your job. This is what you contribute in the world. Okay, so you could be getting a new job. Like I said, you could be studying something new, especially with with all that activity in the 11th house too. Let's see. You could be going over your goals for the future and what's truly important to you going forward, and what you contribute to society, reflecting on that and maybe coming out with something new for you. This is going, that new moon in Taurus is going to bring forth a more authentic you, or you're going to want to come from everything at a more authentic place than where you may have. And you may be saying, oh, you know what, I've always come from everything in an authentic place. But, if we really go back and we really look, there are places that, we weren't really putting our whole heart into something because it wasn't something that we truly valued. You might have just been doing it just because it was for the money, but it wasn't something that really resonated with you on a soul level. All right, on the 13th to the 14th of the month, we have Jupiter moving into Pisces, and that is your 8th house. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and Jupiter is also the traditional ruler of Pisces, and we also have Neptune in Pisces in the same house. So Jupiter is going to be in Pisces till about the 29th of July, 28th, 29th of July. So that's a lot of room for expansion. The 8th house, this can bring money and support from others. I made some notes on some key things that popped into my mind when I was like sitting with this and like getting clear about it. You could have a new business partner. You could be transforming, like this can bring about transformation in your partnerships. The 8th house is also the house of like regeneration. So that's why I said transformation. Jupiter's benefic energy can feel like support. Jupiter, like higher learning, like Jupiter can bring gifts, especially when you've been following your path. Like Jupiter, Saturn, they really want you to be on your soul path to bring those expansive gifts. You need to show up for what like you're doing. So if you're sitting on the couch and you're just like visualizing everything you want to do, I don't think things are going to quite happen as quickly as you want. There's going to be a little bit of action there. But this can attract like money, intimacy, like a certain level of healing. Yeah, so Jupiter in your 8th house with Neptune, I feel like this is going to be amazing energy. On the 20th of the 21st, we have the sun moving into Gemini, which is also your 11th house. So, like I said, you have a lot of 11th house activity going on. So it really is about your partnerships, and you're phasing out toxic partnerships in your life. I'm sure you have some. Like everyone I know, almost everyone I know has one. So I don't know how you would have skipped that. Maybe you did. You know, I can't speak for everybody, but for the most part, we all have like someone in our lives. And that sun is going to be shedding light on the differences between you and the people that you have like had connections with, and you're going to be evaluating them. All right, so on the 25th, 26th of the month, we have the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and that's going to be happening in your 5th house, and that is a fellow fire sign. So that is amazing energy. The eclipses tend to eclipse something out of your life. So, 5th house is about creativity and expressing yourself, and you want to do things that make you feel joyful. Kind of like get back to your roots, get back to the things that really lit you up, like when you were young, like when you were little, like the things that like were interesting to you, maybe like painting, maybe like writing, you know, it could be anything. Those are just a couple of examples, but like the creativity is going to get, like your creativity is going to get a boost. Absolutely. Like I said, Mercury retrograde is going to be happening on the 29th and 30th of May. So if like, I do highly suggest starting any projects before Mercury retrograde. Even like the week before it, I don't like to enter into any new contracts or anything like that. That's best left for after Mercury retrograde, which is going to be ending on the 23rd of June. 23rd, 24th of June. So, like I said, again, I would not sign contracts during Mercury retrograde. If you had started anything beforehand, like you can work on it during that time, like you can complete things. If something breaks in your home, definitely, I do recommend replacing it instead of trying to fix it. Fixing things during Mercury retrograde can be a little tricky. I've tried doing that. We had an issue with our furnace before, and I was like, we were trying everything to try and fix it, and we're like, okay, this is not gonna work out. So we're just gonna wait, you know. And we sorted it all out afterwards, which was fine. But during that time, that can be a very frustrating time to try and fix anything. And like, let's see, yeah, like I said, do not sign contracts during Mercury retrograde. Unless you absolutely have to. Sometimes things can go totally haywire. All right, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, we have Mars in Cancer too, and Mars is trining Neptune. So you're going to want to go more with the flow of things. You know, don't try and fight the tide. All right, so that's a wrap up for May 2021 for you guys. I'm excited for you. This is going to be a great month for you. Absolutely. Fire energy is doing awesome this month. So have a great month. I'll see you all again soon. And thank you for watching. Bye, everybody.